No, because
And
the rule is, don't talk back. You have to respect your elders.
right,
Their word
but they're
is
such
like,
dicks, you
they're
know?
such dicks.
Yeah.
But I think it's the unchecking that makes them
Yeah.
such dicks. Because they're like, I can say whatever.
Welcome to another episode of the Asian Not Asian podcast, the podcast with all of your favorite Asian friends and none of the Asian friends you don't like. Okay? Todd, get out of here with your always trying to get me to go clubbing. I don't want to go clubbing anymore. I'm old. That guy's not on here. But all your favorite Asian friends are on here. For example, me, Mike Nguyen, I'm your host. I'm joined with, we have a guest, but we also have a fun guest host. That makes no sense, but it will make sense because Jenny is in Japan right now, and so she's doing her thing. So I don't have enough self-confidence to host this by myself. So I have a guest host, and this person's comedian, musician, also.
Yep.
DJ.
Yep.
Tennis player.
Yep.
Also, you do jiu-jitsu, and Jenny can't stop me from talking about it anymore.
Right. I did do jiu-jitsu more in the past.
You did more in the past, and now...
I don't do it actively now, but yes, if left to our own devices, unfortunately, sorry, Jenny, this could devolve into a jiu-jitsu discussion podcast.
Well, welcome to the show, Ben X Kim.
Hello.
You like to put the X in there.
Yeah, it's, as many Asian Americans probably know, when you Google your own name, sometimes 9 million people come up.
Yo!
It's never you. So just using my middle initial is a good way, I thought, to kind of stand out. But now I feel like if I'm on a bill with Alex Kim, we look like brothers because it's like Al X Kim and then Ben X Kim. But whatever.
Yo.
It's a little something different.
Alex Kim doesn't use Alex X Kim.
No, but he has an X in it, so it's kind of like, it's one of those letters that really...
Yo, so you're telling me that X is there for SEO purposes?
Exactly.
That's insane.
Exactly. I'm just a marketing guru.
I have to say that Asian people, hey, listen, obviously we don't look like, but we do have very similar names.
Yeah.
A lot of us have very similar names. That's why for a long time I went by Mike, M-I-C, Nguyen.
Exactly. You know how it is.
Yeah. Although, of course, there are a ton of MIC Nguyen, Mike Nguyen's, and many of them also in my field of like entertainment / I don't know, media, I guess.
So that's unexpected. Did everyone have the same idea and think...
I think so. I think everybody was like, I'm going to juke these fools. MIC Nguyen. Nope. Tons of Mike Nguyen creative directors. Mike Nguyen... I'm sure there's another Mike Nguyen comedian
that is so
who probably has another podcast called Not Asian Not.
You guys should have decided on not to do this. Have you ever gotten like DMs from people who have your name on Instagram and they're like, hey, your name is Ben Kim too. Let's all I have gotten like invites to these weird groups that have
Ben
people
Kim
the same
hangouts.
name. Yeah. And I'm just like, we are not, I can't do this. Like there would be... Like, there's no point.
I once did a story for a magazine about all the Michael Nguyen's I could find on Facebook. And there was a lot, but like very few of them would agree to go on the record on this magazine.
You were the only one.
So I was the writer on it. So I was,
okay.
I DM'd, I Facebook messaged these people and like 4 of them came back and it was all very, it was like, yeah, I'm a pharmaceutical engineer and now I'm a student and, so it wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. I thought maybe we'd all get together and kill each other and only one of us would be left and then we would have their powers. But if that happened, I would just become a pharmaceutical engineer. So there's no real reason for us to do that. Anyways, welcome to the podcast. Real quick up top, please check out our stand-up comedy show that's happening November 17th. That's a Thursday. November 17th at Union Hall. Doors are at 7, shows at 7:30. Tickets available in the episode description, or Google Hack City Comedy, or go to asiannotasianpod.com. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a great lineup. We've always had great lineups. It's been going on forever. Please come by. And usually we do a Patreon shout out. I'm gonna do one soon. There's a bunch that have come in, but I'm just gonna do some. And please support us on Patreon. It's the best way to support the podcast. Your money goes directly into this beautiful studio that doesn't smell like weed at all, and and other things that we need. So that's patreon.com/Asian Not Asian Pod. You can get on there. We'll shout you out, and we'll slide into DMs, and it'll be a good time. We're gonna start off with, what kind of Asian were you this week? Ben, do you want to start off? Do you want me to start off?
I want you to start off.
Okay.
I'm gonna exercise my guest co-host privilege.
Okay, fair enough. So this is a tricky one. People who follow me on Instagram will see what happened. But I'm calling this, I was a Streets of Racism Asian. Okay. And basically just like a few days, this week on Sunday, I was out with my family and we went to eat at Joe's Ginger. Have you been there? It's like Joe Shanghai.
I've seen it. I've never eaten there.
But there's no line. So you go in there and I think it's just as good. Maybe Joe Shanghai's a little better, but it's soup dumplings. And you go there, had a great time, ate a bunch of delicious food. I was with my son and my wife, and so we have to take the subway home. It's not that bad. We just walk down Canal Street to the East Broadway stop. Having a great time. I'm super full, and it's Halloween weekend, right?
Yeah.
So the next day is Halloween. So shenanigans are going to happen, which is fine. I'm walking down, I don't know if it was Canal Street or another one of those streets, but I was deep the fuck in Chinatown.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
We got all sorts of random businesses everywhere, Chinese and Asian people all over the goddamn place. There's a car that comes down the street, and it's playing that Gangnam Style by Psy.
Classic.
Yeah.
K-pop classic.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. And it's full of these dudes. I want to say they were white dudes. I don't know for sure, but they were not Asian people. And one of them is yelling. I don't want to say what it is, but you've heard it. You've heard it before. It is something.
Is it like, can you use letter, star, star, star?
It was a phrase.
Oh, a phrase.
It's a phrase that white guys say to Asian women.
Oh.
Yes, you know exactly which one. You know which one I'm talking
getting
about.
Stanley Kubrick vibes.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was yelling at the top of his fucking lungs. And for a while, I actually didn't notice because I was full of soup dumplings. So I was just like walking along the street, pushing the stroller with my son in it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I hear this and I'm getting very upset about it because we're in Chinatown and he's doing this. We're in China, like deep in Chinatown.
Yeah.
And he's having, he thinks he's so funny, ha ha ha. And like the car comes to a stop because it's at a red light, and I'm just like looking at him, like this car, and they're still doing it, and it goes on for a little while, and I'm just very upset about it. But what am I going to do? I can't do anything about it. I have a 6-month-old and my wife with me, and I'm not the kind of person.
You're in the worst position to like get into an altercation.
I don't know what I would have done anyways. I'm not really that kind of person.
Yeah.
I know people who are that kind of person, and I sometimes envy those people. All I did was I took a picture of the car. I should have taken a video, but I took a picture of the car. But even that was kind of like, man, if they see me taking a picture, I don't know what would happen. Anyways, so I took a picture of the car. I went home. I was upset about it. I waited the whole next day to post something.
You tried to like sleep on it.
I tried to sleep on it. I mean,
good.
I was just like, I don't want to get into something like right now.
Yeah,
so
that's mature.
I wait till the next day. I post it on Instagram, and it was a lot of people came out and was like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And for a second, I actually kind of felt weird because it wasn't like racism happened at me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they targeted me, quote unquote. Although, I don't know.
But it was in your vicinity.
It was in my vicinity and they were being racist. I don't know what, what I'm saying? I got splash damage racism.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I got hit with racism. So, everybody was, all up in it. And like, there were some people who were like really, really funny. They were just like, yo, this is why we need, more like gangster Asians. And I was like, yo, this is getting intense.
More gangster Asians is always the solution.
The thing that also made me upset was that Instagram then pulled the post down I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why, but I was like, I didn't do the racism. They did the racism, and then they, you know what I'm saying? So I got like double slapped in the face. One of them by a multinational company.
I wonder if it got so much engagement so fast that they got really suspicious and it just kind of like set off, a lot of these tech companies have these, I don't want to get too boring, but like regardless of the content, they will see some activity happen, some spike, and they'll be like, this seems weird, let's like shut it down. So
this guy usually doesn't get this kind of engagement. This guy usually is pretty boring.
This guy must have bought a whole bunch of bots to suddenly click on his story and like write to him. So
something must have happened to this guy. We got to stop this.
Yeah.
So I got even more upset about it. But that was sort of my Streets of Racism day. I don't know exactly what I would have done. I don't know what you're supposed to do in those things. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I wanted to I did want to beat them up, but like, it's not like I that's not really a solution in my mind,
Just the whole like idea of going into a place that is known to have Asians.
Yes. And
then do that seems just too easy.
But can I say something? Like that happens all the time. There's a fair chance that if you're in an Asian place and then there's drunk non-Asian dudes there, they will purposely do something. Like, I feel like it happens all the time in Chinatown. I mean, like that one dumbass from Fox News went down. He went to Chinatown to be racist to people to their faces. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like when people pay to go on safaris and like hunt things that are already like drugged so that they won't like attack them. Like,
this is like the safe space we had, and like like people coming in on the safe space. So I'm just like, again, that was like the thing that really made me mad. I was like, like what if I wasn't there? What if my wife was just walking around by herself or with my son? These people feel empowered to do whatever the fuck they want. They feel more empowered even though the target is there, so that's like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have the answer for that. Clearly putting something on Instagram doesn't work because Instagram will just slap you down. So I don't have an option, and I'm sure those guys went to I'm sure they're in real estate. They went to their real estate jobs. I think they were driving a beat up ass piece of shit BMW. And they just went and lived their lives and probably had a funny story about it. And oh my God, I just had revenge fantasies all night long. Like I wanted to do what I would call Ninja Turtle level violence on them. Like, where I throw like a trash can onto them and they go, I can't see. And you hit them while the trash can's on them, and you hit them with like a wooden spoon. So they're like, woo. They don't get hurt, but like they get humiliated.
I see.
That's what I wanted. That's
some
what
cartoon
style. Give them like a cigar that explodes and their faces like all like charred.
I see.
But they don't actually hurt. So that's the kind of revenge I wanted, but I didn't even get that. So
you should hire hitmen that can do like cartoon violence,
revenge.
No death, no injury, just something really humiliating but visually funny.
But funny. Yeah, that was me. How about you, Ben? What kind of Asian were you?
Wow. I don't have anything that matches those outrage levels. I have to say, I was pretty boring. I was a PT Asian.
Physical
therapy Asian. Yeah.
That's why I have you on, baby. Yes. Talk to me about physical therapy.
Yeah. So I'm old and I get injured and things don't heal well. This particular injury actually is from the pandemic. I stupidly went skateboarding thinking I could be better than whatever I've been all my life. And I've always sucked at skateboarding, actually. So I tried to ollie. I landed on my ankle. And it was pretty bad. And I was like, oh, haha, whatever. And of course, because I did not go to a doctor to treat it, it's been really weak. And I have to wear an ankle brace when I play tennis. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get serious about recovering. And I actually have bought like these resistance bands from Amazon.
Love me some resistance bands.
I mean, I went online. I was like Googling like how to rehab an ankle. so that I could do it all at home. And I've been doing my little exercises like an injured person. And I am sorry to say that it actually has been working. And
Okay.
it feels good. So if you do these things every night, it will help. But, also don't skateboard. Skateboarding is horrible. Like surfing is so much better because you could drown, but you fall on the water, and it's like just so much better. You can just get up and laugh, and it's like, oh, fun. But concrete is very unforgiving, and it's fine for kids who are like anywhere from 8 to 17. Like they will bounce, they will heal, they will get up and do it again. But I have no business trying to manipulate my board into going into the air.
Could you ever ollie? Were you ever
I can ollie standing still, which is probably the least useful kind of ollieing you can do. But like moving and then trying to get up onto something, it's like 50-50.
Yeah.
And usually I'll kind of land and then like just jump away because the momentum is all wrong. So skateboarding.
I'm surprised they don't have old people skateboarding parks where it's like
they should.
I don't even know what that would look like because it has to be hard for you to skate.
Well, the problem is there are old people who have skated all their lives and are actually good. So like that would have to be a separate park as well.
Right. No. Yeah, it would have to be
like old people who have always sucked. That would be my
old
vibe.
people who have always sucked. Yeah. We don't use our real names. There's no cameras allowed. Yeah. It's very shameful.
Absolutely.
It is the most shameful of sports to play.
Like I would have to decorate my face in those like dazzle ship kind of like makeup where people can't like use facial recognition.
No. Yeah, no AI is allowed in the skate park.
Absolutely.
Because that would be terrifying.
Yeah. So don't skateboard. That's basically my takeaway. Don't skateboard and do your PT, even if it's just like Googling it, not going to a real doctor.
I have my skateboard still.
I do too.
I don't know why I have it. I feel I'm like, maybe if I want to really hurt myself really bad one day, again.
That's a very efficient way to do it.
I mean, here's the thing is that I've hurt myself, not like really bad, but like bad enough, just skating in a straight line. I didn't even try to do this, the thing. I'm just like, I'm going to go down the street. Nope. Hurt my knee really bad.
Here's the thing, though. New York streets compared to like streets in California are in horrible shape.
There's
always cracks. There's always like a little pebble, probably some chicken bones that will like stop you and then you'll just go flying. So it's really not the best place to just skate around like for fun or to get from point A to point B. It's really not good.
I'm glad we got both to share humiliating stories.
Absolutely.
of racism and our body being self-racist, maybe.
Yeah.
Aging is self-racism.
It is.
I'm gonna say it. You're canceled, body. Okay. I want to bring in our guest. Well, hold on here. Before we bring on our guest, we're gonna quickly remind you, if you're listening on your phones, give us a review. Go to the Apple Podcast app. Hit us. Leave us a review. Hit 5 stars. If you're on Spotify, you can follow us. If you're checking us out on YouTube, leave a comment. Tell us, how high can you ollie? Most of us cannot, but if you can, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. So, and of course, tell all your friends, screenshot us, tag us at Asian Not Asian Pod, and give us a rating. That would be great. I want to get our guest into this conversation. They have been waiting patiently and have been DMing constantly with somebody.
Or somebodies.
Who knows? Mm-hmm. Our guest is a comedian, writer, actor. Her album Grandma's Girl won a Juno Award for Comedy Album of the Year in 2021, and she most recently appeared on The Late Late Show. I'm going to say their name wrong.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
Andrea? Shit! Andrea?
Andrea.
I cannot do it. Andrea Jin, everybody.
Hi, thank you. Hello.
How's it going?
It's okay. I'm not attached to my name. It's fine. Yeah.
Some people are really all about their name, and I'm sort of like whatever about my name.
Who the fuck is all about their?
No, some people are like, oh, you gotta pronounce my name correctly.
They should go skateboarding.
Damn.
They should find a hobby. It's like who cares that much?
Have you Googled your name also and found that there's a lot of other?
No.
Really?
Andrea Jin is pretty. I don't hear the last name Jin that much.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's on its way out. I don't know.
What?
I've never heard it that much, and I remain not hearing it. But someone online keeps taking my name for for the username.
Yeah.
I always have to be Andrea Jin 1 now.
Oh, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I get mad. I'm Andrea Jin 1 on TikTok. It's annoying.
Are you Andrea Jin 1 on Instagram?
No, just I got there
You got
first
there. You got there
before
first.
her.
Okay.
Have you seen the Andrea Jin's
Who's this
account on
other
TikTok?
person?
Yeah, she doesn't do anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm almost like, can I report her? Can
Do you
I
have
send
more
people to report?
followers? Maybe you
Yes,
can just be like,
100% I
hey,
do.
TikTok. Hey, Chinese company TikTok. Let's be homies and just float me that
That's
username.
a good idea, maybe.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I'm mad at it. Whatever.
Yeah. You were talking to Ben earlier that with Jin and Kim, those are the
Yes.
same names.
Well, in
Yeah.
Chinese is the same exact symbol, and for some reason, Koreans pronounce it Kim. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well, it's
gold.
a different language, so I understand.
It is different language. There's
You guys can have your own language.
we can't say the J sound. No, we can, but yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how it all like shook out because
There's a J sound. Jim, Jim.
I know I was kidding, but for some reasons like
There's no V
No.
sound though.
V is
There's
not
no V sound. I
non-existent.
know so much about your language.
Thank
Y'all
you.
got a V sound?
In Mandarin.
Yeah.
V.
We have a V sound. Vietnamese.
Uh,
Oh yeah, it's in
I
our name.
think we.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're so dumb. Sorry.
No, I don't think we do.
I know Koreans don't have a Z sound, so like,
Yeah,
Oh.
we have Z.
We have a Z.
all right,
Yeah,
you're
but
better.
yeah, no, I only know the V thing because of BTS. Because
Oh.
V is he says B. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
That's
Dang,
funny.
Says
dude.
B.
He must have been
B.
blowing people's minds when his name was Yo, my name is.
Yeah. Everyone's like, what?
You
What?
can't
What's
pronounce
that?
my name in my
Yo.
own language.
That's
Which
tight.
is pretty cool to have a name where you can't pronounce in
Yo,
a language.
that-
Oh my god.
It's like Prince, you know how Prince just had a symbol for a while?
Oh wow.
That's like B.
It's like all the internet rappers, like all
Yes.
the SoundCloud rappers, where they're like, it's like symbols.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
It's
just
like-
go like wingdings.
It's just like a circle with a dog, and you're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? No, that's Peter. That's,
Yeah.
easy. That's easy as hell.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Andrea, we like to have our guests who come on. We give them a minute to kind of just introduce yourself to our listeners.
yeah.
You got a whole minute. The only thing is you got to use the whole minute.
Oh my god.
You want to try?
It's a lot of pressure.
It is.
Okay, to just introduce myself.
Just do whatever you can do. You can say whatever you want for one whole minute.
I do my bits.
You just do your bits.
No,
you only
I
have
don't
1
want
minute
to.
of bits.
Imagine.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay, yeah, I don't care about my name. I'm from Canada. I've lived in so many places. I was born in Shanghai, and then I moved to Vancouver in Canada when I was 10, and then I moved to LA 2 months ago, and now I'm here sometimes walking around, Ubering, doing shows. But yeah, no, I grew up in Vancouver basically, and like I love comedy. I've been doing stand up for 6 years. I learned English through like watching stand up. It's part of like
Whoa.
my language
What?
basically. Yeah, like I didn't even realize that was happening because it was just like stand up and sitcoms were so I hate learning.
Finally,
Yeah.
Asians
Yes.
who hate
I
learning.
hate learning.
Let's do
I
it.
hate sitting and learning things. I hate math so much. Sometimes I have trouble counting. That's how bad I am at math. Like I'll
Count just in general, just
Yeah,
like
I'll,
counting
like-
up.
yeah, I'll be like paying for something and I'll like count my money and then they're like, that's not right. And I'm like, no, I counted it. And then they'll count it in front of me. I was like, oh, I don't
Oh
know
my
how-
gosh.
I'm so bad at counting.
Have you ever had a job where you had to do work a cash register? Have you ever had
Yeah,
to do
I'm
that?
sure I've lost money or
Oh,
given
yeah, for
away
sure.
things
Million
or-
percent.
Very, very
Oh, for
short-lived
sure.
stints.
I used to work at a Blockbuster, and we had
Yeah.
to do that. I had to do the cash register,
Oh,
and
wow.
like my deepest fear was not even like getting robbed or something. Was somebody handing me? You know how sometimes if it, like the bill is like $16.32, and then somebody gives you extra change in order to make the bill rounded
Oh
up.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Holy
Like a-
fuck! Oh my god! Somebody will be like, "Oh, it's like the bill is $16.32," and some asshole will be like, "Here's a 20 and also 7 quarters," and I'm like, "What the fuck does this do?" And then
Oh my God.
this happened to me once. Some lady, an Asian lady,
Yeah.
she like it was something like that. It was like $16.32, and she gave me like a this, and then also like 8 pennies,
Mhm.
and I was like,
Kill
Your
him.
brain fried.
and I was sweating. I was like
Yeah.
sweating, and she was like, just give me $5 back. And I was like, she said it in such a disdainful way.
But sometimes I don't trust them. Because like, what if you're trying to get more money from me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you $5.
What I'm going to give you $5 for 8 cents?
I can't count.
That's why it's so nice now that like things are just Apple Pay or use your card, because like
I know.
they could rip you off big time. You could be like, whatever. At least I don't have to count.
No, like, yeah, my big thing was, like, I had this cash register that, like, did the math for me, and I loved it.
Oh, fuck
but then sometimes
yes,
it'll do the math for me, and I click it, and then it opens, and it tells me exactly what to give back, and then they're like, oh, wait, I have... And I'm like,
yes,
no,
no.
Whatever.
The cash register is already done.
Give it to me, I chuck it into the ocean. I'm like, I didn't get it.
Yeah, people always trying to, like, squirrel something in
I know, I'm like, shut up. No.
Yeah.
No.
It's too late.
Yeah.
So you weren't, like, good at school and all that shit?
I was good at school. I was really good at English, and I just like was always drawn to like literature and English.
Yeah.
Like I write now, and I write scripts and stuff now.
That's cool.
And I also do stand up. So it's like I've always loved language.
Yeah.
And I was always good at language and history, but then math. Oh my god, I had to take math 4 times.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I don't even know what that is. Is that just counting up to 12? Is that...
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
I can't
11?
count.
Fire.
I always get stuck at 5. 6 is so hard.
Yeah.
No, but I took it 4 times, and then at the final time I took it, I cheated. I literally hired a tutor, and I was like, "Can you just do my tests?" And then he was like, I shouldn't, but and then like it was like this like kind of shady like I'll do math for you, you know.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then I passed.
Oh my
math
god.
12.
Well, see, that was you using your language skills.
Yeah, convincing
to convince a tutor
someone to do crime.
To do crime.
Yeah.
That's how you got me to steal all those things, remember?
Yes, you stole so much from me.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how we met. I think
I showed up at your show.
you did show up my show, and that was
without confirming. Sorry,
yes,
go ahead.
that was the thing. I felt so bad about that, but also at the same time, I was like, God damn it! Like we DM'd. I'm sure I saw, you know, because you were like making the rounds. Oh, I think you had gotten JFL, and
oh yeah,
I know, and I think you DM'd me. You're like, oh, can I do Hack City? And I was like, yeah, sure, but I didn't hear from you. And this is also my fault because I didn't like. Yeah, I have a producer who helps with Hack City, so you know, I didn't hear from you. I didn't like send your information to my producer, and then you rolled up, and I was like, oh shit, and I knew too that you're here from Canada, so I was like, oh man, if this person doesn't do the show, they might be homeless or something. Like I don't know where else they could go, you know. And I was like really stressed out about it, but it was totally fine and it was great. But I felt so bad about that's how we first met.
I didn't know you guys were stressed out. I felt bad. I was like, oh, I guess I should have like followed up. But then like I just thought I didn't want to bother anyone. I was like, oh, they got it. Like
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then so I just was like, I'll just come. And then I came like. I did come early so that it was like because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And then so I came early and I was like because I wasn't on the poster. So
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
and then I was like, okay, I'm not sure.
Yes.
And so I came early just to be like is it? And then I would check our messages and be like, yeah, he said. And then
Yeah, no, it was yes. It's
but for some reason I didn't want to send a message. Like you know, I like literally went.
I don't
back
want to be a bother and confirm.
No, my
things.
whole life is I don't want to be a bother.
Totally.
Really?
I
Yeah.
get that. I totally get
I think
that.
it's kind of an Asian thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because our mothers.
just in general.
The universal Asian mother is
Yeah.
like,
Was
I
your
have to-
mom
I have to
kinda-
show up to more shows and just be like, so I'm doing this right.
You know,
think
that
that's a
I think-
great method.
That works a lot. A lot of times, if you just show up and you just kind of like hang around,
that's true.
you know, people will just like, because sometimes like people don't show up to a show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, drops. Yeah, oh my
Drops all the
God.
time. You're just hanging out there. You're like, oh, sure. You know,
That has worked for
I
me.
can go up there. You know what I'm saying?
Fumi did that to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like I'm like.
Wait, what did he
that
do?
to
You
me.
fucker did
Did
this.
he not show up and you actually went up for him? Is that what happened?
No. He had a show in
Okay.
LA, and then like I just showed up because someone on the show told like we were gonna hang out after.
Oh.
And then, but yeah, no, just basically that happened.
This is how you get all your shows? You just like show it up at
yeah,
all
I
these
showed up
different
at
things?
JFL.
Did
in
you just have
Montreal.
JFL?
Yeah.
Is this how you won the Juno
then, like,
Award? You just
yeah.
showed up at their award
I
show?
showed up at Junos and was like, what is this?
Oh, I DM'd
And the award
you.
for best album goes to, who's
Oh,
this?
who's
Why are you on
this?
stage?
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's
There
me.
you
like, I'm here.
Oh shit, I'm here. Oh, is this word of mine?
Oh my god, I guess we have to give this to Andrea.
Yeah, I am
She's
here.
already
I
on
showed
stage.
up. I DM'd you.
That's amazing that you've been doing comedy for 6 years, which is not nothing, but it's like not a long time. But you have not just an album, but your album won a Juno Award, which first of all, I don't know what that is. What is a Juno Award?
It's like a Canadian, like people like to say Canadian Grammy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It is our like music award.
That's tight.
Yeah. And I recorded that album 2 years in.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I held off on releasing it because of COVID.
Right.
And so I released it that year. Yeah, like so I think like a year later.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you got an hour's worth of material
You're
2
right.
years in.
I was going crazy.
That's
like,
crazy.
Well, the thing about me is like I have like kind of an impulsive, addictive personality. So when I get into something at the
you're
beginning,
all
I
about
need it all the time. It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
So like I was doing that with stand up where
Yeah.
like at the beginning I was just like doing it obsessively.
Yeah.
So I collected I had enough to
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I had an hour and then I edited out 20 minutes I
Like you
didn't
like
like
this,
it
like you
that
didn't
much.
like.
Yeah.
So you said like 40 minutes or
Yeah,
whatever
so
the fuck
it was a
is.
40-minute album.
Where'd you tape it at?
In Vancouver at this like alt venue that has been demolished.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Because of your album, I assume.
Yeah, because
They were like, holy fuck.
yeah, they're like that's it. That we used
That's
it
it. That's
for the most. Yeah,
Nothing
let's
can top
fucking
this.
Kill this
No,
thing.
yeah. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/Asian and get on your way to being your best self. Lately, with everything going on in my life and the world, I wish life had a user's manual. Like a big ass manual that had an index and you could look up stuff like, what do I do about self-doubt? And it would tell you to turn to page 392 or something like that. Fortunately, there's BetterHelp Online Therapy. Therapy can be the closest thing to having a guide to the gadget called you. Therapy is great because it gives you the tools to assess what's going on with your life. I've gone to therapy and I use it literally every day to help me work through my problems. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Asian. That's betterhelp.com/Asian. It's almost the holidays, which means family traditions like eating a ton of spring rolls and watching the entire Lord of the Rings Extended Edition in one go. And this year, it means it's also time to update your COVID vaccine. Updated vaccines now protect against the original COVID virus and Omicron. They're here just in time to make those family gatherings safer and extra special. Schedule your free updated vaccine today. Find updated COVID vaccines for everyone 5 and over at vaccines.gov. We can do this. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. That's crazy that you put it together. Like, I wanted to ask you, because I feel like your jokes, when I listen to them, there is a very like, I don't know what the word is. There's a very I was reading a review of like your late night set, and it was like they had this whole thing where it was like you have like a take no like it seems like you're gonna be really nice, but then the punchline is like no prisoners punchline. You know what I'm saying? So and I do get that sense when I've watched your comedy, right? And I was just wondering, like you were saying before, you don't want to be a bother. Mm-hmm. Right. And does that like come through with like the stuff you make, like does that like, is that always in your back of your head?
Oh, for sure. Like, well, I appreciate reviews a lot because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing it and then they'll sum it up and I'll be like, yeah, that is what I'm doing. And because like, it was that Vulture review where I was like, oh my God, yeah, I do. Like, and then my managers will also be like, that is what you do. You seem so nice, but then you say something really mean. And I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that was what I was doing. But like, but that's who I am as a person, is that I want to make sure everyone feels good and like, that I'm a positive, person around. Like, I never want to make anyone feel bad.
Yeah.
So I like am outwardly very nice, but then I have like mean thoughts.
Yes.
And then on stage, I'll say the thoughts. I'll never say the thoughts to anyone like in person. But then. And they're not that mean. They're just like literally. I'm like acting like I'm some like evil bitch.
I wish they died.
Yeah, I'm like I hate. Like it's like I have an evil thought about everyone. No. It's only when like it's like a annoying situation.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, oh my god, my grandma being stupid or whatever. But like and then that's when I'll like. Obviously, we all have that part where it's like complaining about something.
Yes.
So I have that, and then but then I'll be just like. Way too nice in person. I'll be like, yeah, it's okay. You can like step on me, you know?
Yeah.
Asian culture too doesn't really allow you to criticize elders, which can be a little suffocating too.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
Oh my god.
you know, it's like.
And my grandma's a flawed person. Everyone, a silence.
Oh, what?
Can't talk shit about.
No. Please do. Yeah.
No. But no. Like old people are just like people. We're gonna be old one day, and we're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna fucking That's so true, man. There's so many times where a lot of times with your, you know, like how you look, right? Oh, your weight is this, and you can't really say anything back to them, you know?
No, because the rule is, don't talk back. You have to respect your elders.
Right.
Their word
but they're
is
such
like,
dicks, you know?
They're such dicks.
Yeah.
But I think it's the unchecking that makes them such dicks. Because they're like, I can say whatever.
Yeah.
That's this little boy or girl. You know?
Yeah, you're ugly little girl, you know? And you just be like, okay, thanks, grandma.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma says some crazy shit to me for sure, and I just have to take it. Because, like, A, you can't talk back to them, and B, I don't even know if I would have the vocabulary in Korean to address some of the things that she says. I mean, I'm trying, like, this one of my jokes is about how she once told me, like, if I were to have kids with a white woman, that they would come out basically, like, with defects.
Oh, shit.
What?
And this was, like, when I was, like, 13, and I was just like, I don't even know what to say.
Damn.
What does that even mean?
You know what it means.
Grandmas are so, like... creative with what they say.
I know.
They are very creative.
I've been doing this joke that happened. So I did cordon, and then I like sent because my family, they don't speak English, so then I sent like,
oh wow,
yeah, not
that's
kind of
handy actually.
I love it.
Yeah,
I can talk about whatever because I can get away with the shit I say about them. Like
for sure,
if they
unless they turn the Chinese subtitles on.
But they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that.
And also, it's not quite the same impact as like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Exactly. If they knew, they would be like, you need to stop right now. You're embarrassing our family. Yeah, no. But like, I'm so glad. But basically, I couldn't send them the set, so I sent them photos of the night. It was like me laughing,
everybody's smiling.
Yeah.
You're sitting on a couch.
It's totally the same.
Yeah, drinking water.
Aunt, like, it was in the group chat, and my aunt like was like, oh, good, those are good pictures. And then my grandma thought that was a one-on-one chat with my aunt, and so she sent a 2-minute voice message of her. Basically, is just like, she's like, oh, look at her.
Oh no!
In a good way or a bad way?
Alone in the world.
Oh shit!
Fighting out there by herself. Her mother is terrible.
Oh.
Like, she has a terrible mother that doesn't care about her.
Oh my god!
And it was like, she's smiling in these photos, but she's not happy.
Oh shit!
Like, literally all this.
That's
and then,
a
like,
lot to extrapolate from
oh my god!
photos.
But also, like,
I mean, you're not happy, but yeah, no, she's right there.
She's right.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing about grandmas; they're so right. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm very happy.
Whoa.
But I'm obviously, as comics, we're all chasing something.
Yeah.
That filling a hole that's never gonna be filled.
No, never be
So
filled.
we could be outwardly happy, but okay, she kind of nailed us.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But yeah, she left this voicemail.
she let like the voice message in the group chat.
To
not
what?
the
And it was
voicemail.
to
But
your
hold up
aunt.
here. But
To
hold up here.
everyone.
But hold up here.
My mom is in the chat.
She quote unquote accidentally did this.
No, she did, because it's like she would never.
Oh really? She would never do
wouldn't.
it. Okay.
Because
Fair
then
enough.
5 minutes later, she realized she did that, and then she sent a message being like, she sent another voice message being like, every mother has a hard job.
Oh no!
Just no apology.
Your
Just
mother had
philosophical shit.
She canceled
Well,
herself.
kind of backtracking, just like,
Yeah.
your mother had it hard as well, and that's it. That's it.
Just not even. Yeah.
Who's
no
gonna
apology.
apologize?
No.
No one's ever apologized in families.
In fact, this is probably your fault in some way for making the family. This is so hard on the family.
Yeah, I shouldn't have sent the photos. I should have never
created the
told them.
situation.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
I
Why were you
court it.
born? Yeah, exactly.
Why would I tell them that?
That is hilarious.
Wow.
Honestly, I wasn't gonna tell them, but my stupid friends are like, have you told your family? And I'm like, why would I tell them? And they're like, you should tell your family, it's a big deal. And I'm like, they guilted me into telling my family. I'm like, and then I showed them this. I'm like,
Yo.
see, this is a good reason not to tell my family. I shouldn't ever tell my family anything.
Wait, were these friends white?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the voicemail?
Yeah, I have the voice. I want to save it and have it forever.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's an amazing, a new album right there.
Yeah, I know.
Grandma's voicemail. That's the one.
Grandma's voice. I know. Hopefully, yeah, I can stretch that out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Can I say that Asian women whose personality is nice on the outside but real mean on the inside is like my favorite.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my wife is like that. She's very sweet, but like, you know, if you annoy her, she's very nice. But if you annoy her, she'll just be like, this motherfucker right here.
I love
I
that.
fucking love it, dude.
Because
You
it's
know?
like
It goes like that anger goes somewhere
it's real. It's relatable.
for sure.
And it's like it's like two different people. It's
Yeah.
like it's like you're cheating. You know? Sometimes you're like, oh my god, I'm with nice her.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with the devil her.
I know Andrea came out.
Little double.
Yeah, it's like Andrea and Andrea.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's why I keep calling you Andrea.
I think
because I'm
Andrea
talking
is
to
the mean one.
That
Yeah,
mean one.
yeah.
That's what I'm like.
The
Yo, I wanna
punchline is
talk to
Andrea.
Yes.
Can I talk to Andrea, please? Tap into that because you heard my story before about those assholes, right? And I'm just
Yes.
imagining, of course, like
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that happens to me. That happened to me once when I was like, I'm like her assistant basically, and she,
Yep.
and she needed a construction company
Holy shit.
in like Chilliwack, this horrible town, racist town in Canada.
Right.
That's the
And-
name, Chilliwack?
Yeah, it's stupid. Don't ever go there.
Okay.
And I was like reaching out to just like construction companies, and this stupid construction company, a horrible business, they don't even have a phone number or address or a website or anything. So I had to DM them
Oh my god.
on Instagram, and then
Wait, they had an
They have
Instagram
an
profile
Instagram?
and nothing else?
yeah,
amazing.
for some so stupid. What a dumb business. And then I DM'd and I forgot that I was doing it from my account, like my
Oh, yeah.
like comedy account, I guess, with my
Yeah,
face
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
I should have used my like burner account or something. But then they saw my message, obviously sees I'm an Asian woman, and then was like,
Oh, come
was
on.
like-
Wait, they
no,
were racist to you in
really?
a DM?
I literally was so professional. I was like, hey, like my mom is literally being like, I have business for you.
Yeah,
my
here's
money.
money. Would you like
Yeah,
money? Yeah.
And
Take
then
my loonies.
very nice message, and then literally just like, can I say like I'll say
You can say whatever
okay,
you
yeah, and then
If you
literally the message like, oh sucky, like
Oh, jeez.
What?
Yeah,
I know, yeah, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like,
see? Yeah.
oh my god, and
Oh
then
my God.
I couldn't even report the business, and you know what? I reported it to Instagram, didn't do anything.
Yeah, of course
course
not.
not.
Of course not.
They
They
don't-
probably banned you.
You
know what I'm saying?
They're like, why did you have
Why
to
did
message
you
a business about
Have to
business?
message a business about we don't do that here.
You kind of led that onto yourself.
We're here. Yeah. yeah.
Well, I mean, I would definitely not have contacted a company that only had a contact
That's crazy.
via Instagram, but that is crazy that they even responded in that way.
I know.
You could have screenshotted it and like fucking burned them. Like,
But I feel like they don't have enough business anyway.
that's-
And I
Yeah.
feel like
They're
I'm
in
promoting
Chilliwack.
them.
Come on.
I don't want to promote them.
No,
you know?
definitely
Good
not.
point. Good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
So I was just like, what the fuck do I do?
that,
And-
yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like a lot of times some racist shit happens and you just like you feel gross having it happen to you and
Yeah.
you don't want to just like you just don't want to deal with it. You want to just go away.
Oh my God, I was so just like upset because I was like trying to just
Yeah.
ask for a business.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was like professional like thing. Like and then it just reminded me, I was like, oh, you see me like that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and I'm not a person to you.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And
Damn.
it sucks. Yeah.
Can I say too that the stuff that's happened recently just all over the pandemic and made me realize Canada's pretty racist. I thought Canada was like super chill.
Canada with the trucker like convoy stuff.
Yeah, and like just all these different things, and now stories like I've heard from other Canadian. You know Cassie Cow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Cassie, Toronto.
Cassie. I met up with her. She was in New York for a little bit, and we talked, and she had all sorts of stories that were related to different things that's happened to her. So I will, in America for a long time, everyone was like, oh, Canada, everybody's really nice. And they say, hey, and like, whatever, there's poutine.
But that's like a crutch.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm finding it's not like that.
No, because it's almost like nobody's watching, so it's worse.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Because like in America, it's like, okay, everyone's very aware of racism. There's so much racism, and then so like all white people are like, okay, I can't be racist, or they're like, I'm racist,
I'm like, super racist.
Like,
that's who I am.
Leaning into it,
At least it's in the conversation, and it's like everyone's talking about it. But like in Canada, they think they're like shielded by the fact that we're nice.
Yeah,
and it's like just because you're nice doesn't mean you can't be racist. And also, they're not nice. Like I don't know where this stupid stereotype came from. Because nobody is nice.
It's white Americans talking about white Canadians.
Go hit me.
Exactly. I think Canada just wanted like a personality, or like racist like white Canadians just wanted like a personality, and they're like, we're nice, and it's like, no, shut up, that's nothing. Like you're not. But it's the unchecked. It's like nobody's watching them really, and no one's. So they get away with more.
Damn.
Yeah. So they're like, they're so racist. Like, jeez. Like horrendous.
Right. Yeah. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there was all the stories about the atrocities committed against the Native Canadians.
Oh, well, yeah, that's
schools,
awful.
Like, awful,
oh my God.
Awful stuff.
Yeah, so much. So much.
History stuff.
The indigenous people, they really get the short end of the, to put it lightly.
Yeah. Well, now you're in America.
Yes.
Now you're in LA.
I love it here.
Do you? Do you like it?
I love America.
Really? Do you have to say that? Is that part of the visa?
It's so they're checking.
Yeah.
I just say I love America every day.
Every single day. We know. We check out all your podcasts.
No, I love it. Actually, like Canada was like a kid version of the world.
What? Okay.
It was like the
starter
easy
world.
bake oven of the world.
Easy bake oven of the world.
Yeah, honestly, it was like I could only make like tiny versions of
You were
things.
cooking with light bulbs.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it's like you can make a real cake. You can make like a Play-Doh fake
Exactly.
Cake.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Like it's like coming to America feels like, oh, this is real.
What really?
I could
Canadian
make a
listeners
souffle.
are totally.
You can make a souffle.
I could make like anything I want. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So like you're in LA, and because I do get the sense that like in entertainment and comedy in Canada, it's like you get in there, but then you hit the top really quick.
Yes.
I guess it's like what you're saying. With
I took
like the
everything I can from Canada. I
Yeah.
sucked all
the resources right out of there.
Out.
Yeah.
And then
just
now
left a
I'm
husk,
here,
a racist husk, and now you're here in America.
Big fat baby here, trying to get more nutrients. Yeah.
What is like? I mean, how's LA? Like, what's the whole thing? Your sort of take on it.
Yeah, I live in Koreatown, and
it's fun.
I do like it. It's just like there's like pros and cons to, I think, like being in New York. I love visiting, like walking around. Oh my God, I love it. But my complaint about New York is that we're doing too much. It's too action. This is a boy city. Okay.
A boy city.
Yeah, this is a city for
city?
boys.
A city for boys.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for the boys.
Okay.
And
what does that mean?
Everyone's obsessed with doing things. Boys love to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
You boys love to do things.
I realize everyone wants to stay out for the
so long,
eternity.
Yeah.
Well, you could if you wanted to. Yeah.
Sure. But that's a very boy activity. That's a boy thing.
Really?
Like boys love to stay out forever.
Really?
And yes. And here in New York, I'm a boy.
Ah, I see.
In LA,
so you're
I'm
out.
a girl.
You're a girl.
Yeah.
Because like girls want to chill.
Girls want to chill, reflect.
Girls want to get kicked out of bars at 2 a.m. and not
Journal.
4 a.m.
Journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like go out, come home at 12:30 or 12:30, maybe 1 a.m.
Yeah,
Listen
that's
to
pretty
music.
good.
Have a big apartment.
Oh yeah. That's
With
such a girl
light.
thing. With light,
It's very
plants.
Yeah, and be alone.
Okay.
Yeah, and talk on the phone with my friends.
Talk on the phone.
not
That's
in
a good one.
person.
But not in person. No. Yeah. Be
I
in
think
pajamas.
You're in Bushwick, and that's coloring your perception.
No, I'm going out of Bushwick. I'm never in Bushwick.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'm in Manhattan. I'm in whatever.
Trust me,
here and
Park
there.
Slope is not like
Very
that.
sleepy.
Okay,
Very
that's
sleepy.
true. I feel that from Park Slope.
Yeah.
But still, a boy version of sleepy.
Okay.
Boy version of
Yeah.
sleepy.
New York is just so boy. It's so which is fine. I love being a boy sometimes.
Yeah,
in,
I see.
In New York, I'm a boy,
Uh-huh.
and I like it. I like walking around.
Yeah.
You know how boys love walking around.
Boys love walking.
We do.
And
do.
I love not drinking water. Boys love not
yeah,
drinking
you're right.
water.
Yeah, I hate being hydrated.
Yeah. New York is the
This is true.
number one capital of dehydration.
yeah. Well,
think-
I'm constantly dehydrating myself. I'm
Yes.
drinking a lot of coffee. I'm having a lot of bacon. Yeah.
And in LA, I'm literally like in a
You're in aloe vera.
vat.
Yeah.
Lotion, and I'm drinking from like.
You've got an IV hooked
I
into
have
your
an
arm.
IV and I'm drinking water.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I'm
just-
overflowing.
Yeah, you're in the petri dish, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's my take on LA and New York.
LA,
Got it.
yeah, New York.
That is a new take.
I've not heard the New York is a boy, LA is a girl.
Really, you never? Oh, okay.
I've never heard
Maybe I'll
heard
write
it put
that
that
down.
way. I think that's good.
Maybe I'll do a bit on it.
We're doing so many good bits right here.
Thank
We
you.
know what I'm
are.
saying?
This
You
is like
guys
a
are-
workshop.
This is a great workshop.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I wanted to ask one more comedy question, which is Margaret Cho once said on here that every comedian has like a central question that they're asking and like behind all of their things, or like a kind of like a central statement. Like I think for her, she said like a lot of her comedy can be boiled down to I'm not supposed to be here, but I am, you know? And so it was like
Oh.
kind of her being, you know, an outsider looking in.
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I don't know if you've ever thought about that. If there's something like you're like, okay, this is the thing.
Oh, you have a joke like that. You're like, I'm here. I'm not leaving. You know.
Oh yeah, that's a good
right.
one.
Yeah, as
You're
an
here to-
immigrant.
Yeah.
You're here
Yeah.
to suck all the nutrients out of
I love taking nutrients from cities.
being in a vat.
This is a true alien talking, not just in an immigration sense. She's just here for our nutrients.
Being in a vat of aloe with the nutrients from LA being directly injected into your bloodstream and
Hey.
just getting
That's amazing.
yeah.
Well, I think for me, it's like I want to, because I grew up with a lot of like my mom is like kind of a degenerate criminal, and I grew up with like gangsters and like criminals and stuff.
Word.
I think I want my whole thing, my body of work. I think it's like I want to show that I don't know, Asian people are criminals.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but like I think it's just like we're imperfect and it's okay, and it's like
That's okay.
and it's a perspective
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is okay and worth exploring.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that.
We're not a monolith.
No,
that's
because
good.
like we're expected to be perfect. It's like that model minority thing, right? And I never knew that was a thing until I was like, oh wait, that's not my experience.
Right.
Mhm.
That's not the experience of the people around me. So why? Okay, weird. And I was always like, I don't fit into that. Is that wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, because all the Asian people around me are like swindlers and like, you know, whatever, just shoplifters, and, like, you know, scam people.
Mhm.
But it's like fun. It doesn't
Chill.
make them bad people. They're
Right.
just trying to like survive.
We're just trying to do our thing.
You
That's
know?
so true.
Still your community.
My mom used
Yeah.
to shoplift all the time. She would steal
Amazing.
little
As she should.
little crystals from
victim of crime.
chandeliers.
Ooh.
Yeah, she loved
wow.
crystals.
Wow.
And she would go to like a Home Depot and like take a crystal off the thing.
Wow, that's a
And we
cool
would have
one.
like tons of crystals.
How would she get it off of the?
They're just little hooks, you
Yeah,
know, right? So
okay.
they're just hooked in.
Right.
Yeah.
And so she would find one that she liked. And she's like, I don't want to buy the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah.
So she would just like take it, you know? And I think for her, she was sort of like, I'm sampling these things. And we just have like mad crystals all over the place.
And nobody would like suspect
No,
that too.
fuck
They're
no.
like, wait, why would she
Who's
take
this
that?
I think-
the little
I swear to
Vietnamese
God.
lady.
I swear to God, one time I think she got someone to help her. Like someone from the Home Depot was like, I can't reach this thing to steal. And just no problem, ma'am. You know, and just fucking stealing
That's
shit.
so funny.
That
Yeah,
is
it's the best.
hilarious.
I'm a master shoplifter.
Are you?
Or not anymore. This was 10 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I used to
Statute of
be.
limitations is
Statute of
over.
limitations. This was my crime.
visa application is still valid.
I love America.
I love America. I never steal. Yeah.
This stealing was in Canada, so
Oh.
who gives
Aha,
a
doesn't
fuck?
count. That's
Who
out of
gives a fuck?
jurisdiction. That doesn't count.
I have
Exactly.
never stolen in America. So, but in Canada, oh my god, I've stolen thousands of dollars
Oh shit.
of makeup. It's from Sephora,
Oh yeah.
Sephora Canada.
Sephora Canada, not
So-
Sephora America.
no.
No affiliation.
Sephora
So
Canada.
every time, like to a point where like every time I get fucked over like by a business, I'm always like, it's fine. I made it up when I was shoplifting. You know, I'm just
Yeah.
giving it back.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to your accounting books and you're like, well, actually,
Well,
Yeah.
I still made the money back
Yeah.
from Sephora Canada.
that's hilarious.
I wanted to end the pod with just a little game. It's called Canadian Asians versus American Asians.
Ooh, fun.
And we're gonna say who is better at these things. That's not really how it works, but how about okay? So does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, we'll try it out. We can all play. Who apologizes more?
Of course. Well, it's hard because American Asians, the American Asians I meet. No, it's got to be Canadian. Asians.
Yeah, you think so
Yeah,
still?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I feel that we do a fair amount, but I think it's built
But the
into.
veneer of like
Yeah.
of America makes you guys more like unapologetic, even though you're very apologetic.
We are.
Yeah.
We're
It's
not
for show. It's just
it's just-
demonstrative.
Yeah,
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 exactly.
You're still bumping into people being like,
fuck off.
yeah.
Okay, how about this? Whose Western style food is better? Is there like Canadian Asian food? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like here we have,
Oh,
or is it kind of the same?
fusion?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
so you're talking about the fusion food, not the like who's more authentic. With,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Asian food?
no, yeah, the first one.
Okay.
Have you
I
had
think-
like fusion food here?
No, I haven't.
Mm.
I think probably America.
Yeah.
Because in Canada, there's no Canadian food, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're just doing like weird fusion, like, oh, it's bad.
Okay.
It's probably bad.
Okay. All right. Two for two
Mhm.
for America. How about this? Who dates more white people?
Oh,
Ooh.
I think, 100% Canadian.
Yeah, you think so?
Really?
Because
We
there
love
are,
us some white people up in here.
Yeah.
you know, it's not because of choice. It's because of like, what's it called? Supply.
Mm.
It's because
yeah,
there
yeah.
are diverse. It's so much it's not diverse at all in Canada.
Mm.
It's like,
Not even Vancouver.
Even Vancouver?
oh my god, Vancouver is like so not diverse. There's like
Really?
we have like 5 black people. Like that's it.
That's the 5.
But there's
Honestly.
a lot of Asians, right?
There's a lot of Asians, but they like they're like they're newly immigrated,
Oh,
and they're
okay.
kind of like, oh, I'm in Canada when
Yeah.
I date a white guy or
yeah,
whatever. Or
I mean,
a white
easy
woman.
bake oven of the world.
Oh my
so-
god, the Asian guys in Vancouver
Oh,
are the
yeah.
worst.
Oh
They-
yes,
they
let's
love-
get it. Let's do this.
They're the worst. They're
Yo.
they're
Damn.
always trying to get a white woman.
Yo.
Like, oh my god, the,
Sorry.
the Asian guy, the Asian guys in Vancouver obsessed with white women.
Mm,
Yeah,
see.
and it's, you know,
yes.
that's what this is what it is.
That is
Okay.
that dovetails nicely into the last question. Who has better racism? I guess it's Canada versus America. We got some pretty good racism here.
But good as in like horrible.
Yeah,
or
good as in horrible.
Oh, okay.
Good as in horrible.
Huh? That's hard.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
You know what I think though is that I think it's kind of like rap. American racism, we kind of like we're out there, we dominate, but there's probably like a really good underground scene. That's a terrible word to say. Scene
Of
in Canada
racism.
of racism.
Yeah. Okay.
Indie racism.
Indie
just-
racism.
I just thought of it.
Yeah.
It's like this is gonna be so. But the racism, at least okay. At least the racism of Asian people.
Yeah.
Is also what I'll speak to.
Yeah.
It's the racism in America towards Asian people is horrible, but it's like almost cooler in a way. You know, it's like how everything
Yeah,
in
yeah,
America
yeah.
is cooler. Like,
Yeah.
like in Canada, the racism towards Asian people is like it's lame. You know, it'll be like it's like nothing.
It's not
even-
creative.
yeah, it's just like, oh, someone was like really mean and like
Yeah,
rude and
yeah.
and somebody. It's like, but it's like nobody is cool.
yeah.
Like it's like.
I think
nobody's cool in racism, but like it's like a story.
Yeah.
You know, like in America, it's like, oh, this was on,
Right.
whatever news.
Mhm.
Can you believe this? Like, read this part. Oh my God, horrible.
Yeah.
But like in Canada, it's like, wait, are we gonna publish this? Is it
Yeah.
like
It's not. There's not even like some
It's not
like, some
newsworthy.
cool shit
it's
that
like,
happened out of it.
There's
and
no
then-
angle I can
And then
use here.
she blocked her on Twitter.
Yeah,
or like whatever.
Yeah, here racism, it's like, you know what, some racist shit happened, and then I started an awesome nonprofit where we teach,
Yeah.
like, Asian women how to use a fucking like, fucking knife, and then like,
It
there's
galvanizes people.
yeah, and like
do
we're
things.
so fucking pissed now, and
Yeah.
now we're like fucking marching
Yeah.
in the streets.
And
Yeah.
something actually happened.
Fuck
Marching.
yeah.
Exactly. Marching. Like people are angry. People are doing things.
Yeah,
In Canada, it's like,
Too cold to march in
yeah,
Canada.
people are reading about the racism like while they're like pooping or something. and they're like, oh, that's horrible.
sucks.
Share on Instagram.
Lame.
Yeah, it's like, it's just like, it's like inaction. Inaction is the thing I would call Canada. Is like nobody is doing anything. It's a country of like not doing anything and
Got
just
it.
reading about what America's doing, and America is like actually doing
Right.
things. That's what inspires me about America. Is like, just we're doing it. You
We're,
know?
we're the one you can make the souffle here, dude.
But
Yeah.
not too much like in New York where people are doing too much and are too
It's
much
too
boys.
much.
It's
It's
too
too much.
boyish.
It's too much
becomes
boys, too much
boy
walking.
when it's too
Too
much.
dehydrated.
and we want to be gender neutral.
Yes, we want to
Well-
find that nice medium.
I want to talk to the evil version of you. So Andrea,
Ugh.
Yes.
Yes,
tell thank you for coming onto the show. Tell our fans where they can find you and your work.
Yeah, at Andrea Jin on Instagram, at Andrea Jin 1 on TikTok.
Andrea Jin one everywhere else.
Andrea Jin 1. Don't give Andrea Jin on TikTok any time of day.
Don't follow her.
Report her account. She's not
Oh,
doing
damn.
anything. She's holding it hostage.
Blocked
But-
and reported.
But yeah, I'm at Andrea Jin 1, like everywhere else, basically. At Andrea Jin __ on Twitter. But yeah, no, I'm like doing shows in LA
amazing.
and New York. I'm here to stay.
There you go. There you go. Sucking all the nutrients out of
Yes.
this beautiful country.
Yes.
And we can't wait. So thank you very much for coming on to the show. You can always find the podcast at Asian Not Asian Pod on Instagram. You can find me on there at Nice Pants Bro.
And you can find me at Seoul Korea. That's SOUL Korea.
Yo. I can't wait. We're going to have you back on. Are you going to come back to not America? Can you come back to New York again soon?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
oh my
great.
God. I definitely want to come back. I love when I come to New York.
Okay,
I
great.
just have to clear the week to make sure I don't like have anyone expect me to be online or whatever.
Oh.
Emails and stuff. Because I'm doing too much.
You're doing too much stuff. Well, we're
Doing
gonna
things.
have you come on and be a boy with us.
Be
So-
a boy.
Every time.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for listening, and stay safe out there, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay.